Yo! What is up, guys? It's your boy, Papa C. We're back with more Pokemon Solar Eclipse. Last episode, well, we went to the daycare, we got a bike, we met a maid, and we just crossed the desert to reach our next destination. Oh, and also I cut the video short because the Star Fox strike happened. And I'm recording immediately after it. Or rather, as close to immediate as I could. I kind of had to go eat dinner. The Shadow Solarian. Right. Yeah, I would say dinner. I kind of did take a little bit of a nap. How amazing it is that even in such a harsh environment, people are still want to make a living. I wouldn't mind getting some cold water, though. Hot water, it just doesn't cut it. Yeah, I can get what you mean. But first, Pokemon Center. Then some healing. And then, we're going to do some training. Wait, we don't even know if this place has a gym. If we're lucky, it doesn't have a gym. If we're unlucky, it has a gym. Wait, hold on. Isn't that supposed to be in reverse? Hey, Conrad! Oh! Yo! Gil! Phew! It's hot, right, hon? The desert is such a harsh environment, for sure. It's amazing how people and Pokemon can live here. Well, people and Pokemon can live here because they've adapted to the climate. Like, for example, if somebody lived in Antarctica for, like, most of their life, and for a good chunk of their life, like early childhood to like late teens, and moved to somewhere sunny, like, I don't know, let's say for example Florida, or basically let's use a southern state like Texas or Florida, but southern tropical, they would probably deal with like level 50 temperatures like it's nothing. I actually had a friend who lived in Utah when he was really young, and when he came, and his family moved to Florida, whenever I complained about the temperature, she was like, "That's not that bad, Conrad. You're, but how is it not this bad?" He was like, "Oh, I've done it worse." Actually, ironically enough, I kind of do miss the 50 degree temperature. Is that weird? Probably is weird to some people. It's just like nice calmness to it. Plus, it's great walking temperature. Like, oh my god, you guys do not know how good it is to take a good long walk, and for the temperature to be cool and not super hot, because when it's hot, the walks feel painful. When it's cool, the walk feels like pleasant. Like, it makes you want to go longer, and then you realize you have to hurry up home, otherwise everyone might get worried about you, so. And plus, the walk back is gonna kill your feet. Anyway, we were supposed to meet with Diana here, but I haven't seen her here yet. Must be still on her way. Or she probably got here ahead of us and head to the library. Yeah, but after our visit with Soul Island, I felt quite motivated and trained hard alongside Pokemon. So Conrad, let's have a sparring match. Gotta keep up our strength if you want to stop him. Come on, Conrad. I'll show you what I got now. Alright. Wait, what? Now? Oh, okay. Marino. Oh, shit. That's some free eats. Alright. Mega today. Gil, I thought we were friends. How dare you use a flip turn technique on me? Mega Drain! The Mega Drain didn't do a lot. Let me switch out with Bang. Wait, what? Close combat. Big. Close combat. Close combat, though, please. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. You did your best, buddy. Not over yet. It really isn't. Alright, he's gonna send another mod. I don't know which one it's gonna be. So the best to play it safe, we're gonna send out our tank. Go on out, Neptune! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Now, Neptune, use brine! Scorching sands. Really? Brine! Alright, now let's use this time to heal. Since thanks to Neptune's bulkiness, that chunkiness, he can take a good couple beatings for a good couple 3 to 4 hours. See, like I said, 3 to 4 hours of a beating. God, I am so like I'm not gonna lie. I thought Whalmer's line wasn't gonna be all that great. Right? Did I repeat myself? I'm trying to do less of that. And then Neptune just comes in and he just becomes the GOAT. He becomes the undisputed best mon I've ever had on my team. Genuinely, I am so happy I stick with Neptune and kept him on the team. Oh, that was dangerous. Now, stop! Use fly! I would have let her use Brave Bird, but for some reason Star doesn't know that move yet. Fly! Alright. Fly once again! Victory! Hydro? No, don't learn Hydro Pump. Brine is like the best move we got. Honestly, I don't know what Pokemon's gonna be. So let's send back in Neptune to see if he can take any damage for us. Mori. Oh, I should have sent in Bang. I should have sent in Bang. Alright. We're dealing with a 0 to hero situation, folks. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just stay focused on winning. The safer option will be to send in Mikhail. But I want to save... No, sending Gaia. Gaia will be a good emergency switch. Because Gaia can technically has 2 tanks. Oh wait, fairy typing. Yep, fairy typing. Oh! Gil gave his Lucario a life orb. Smart Galactic, I won't deny it. Flash Cannon. Smart. Yep. There's also a chance it knows a dragon type move. I can't risk it. So, I'm gonna send in Star and have her use Fly. And then slow her down! Go, big! battle of the ages. Spark! I got out that does a lot of damage to kill him. Oh yeah, baby, 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 yeah, baby. All right, we need Happy to gain more experience. My Pokemon will never yield, no matter what happens. You'll see the power, the bond you and I share. Seriously, how come both of them get such high sync rates? There is a chance. I'm sorry, Neptune. I probably should have switched up. Oh! It was smart of me to not switch out Mikhail out there. Alright. Star, use Tailwind! Alright, now the wind is in our favor. Star, please survive that discharge! Star could not survive a discharge. Go, Mikai! Mikai, use Bulldo! Oh, shoot. That was supposed to be like the go-to strat, and his Dragonite dodged it like it was nothing. It just said, weave! And then just sucker punched Mikai. He was like, the lights were too bright. Mikai could not see. We gotta hope Bang can survive it. Bang. What the fuck? How is his... How is it critting? It is actually a crit demon. It's critting like it's high on life. What the hell? Hell, is it getting black flashes? I don't know what the... There's no way it can... Wait, what? There's... Oh my god, actually I can... I did that like as a gamble. Oh my god, that means... I gotta go back and... Oh no. It was Oh, now he's doing Signal Beam. He's gonna use Signal Beam again, so let me just switch out with Neptune. Oh, Dragon Pulse. That? Okay. He's healing a lot. This is really bad. So, given the fact that Ampharos's stats have been amplified, and yeah, how fast is Star again? I've actually forgotten. 155. 170. Oh, we don't even need the speed boost. I was tripping. We didn't need the speed. I could have used Final Gambit and... Well, now I know that... Oh my god, that actually... That... I didn't even know that. I didn't know I could still revive. I thought it was only with the wild encounters. That's why I was... Wait, Joe miss? Bang miss? Wait, how did Bang miss? It's 100%... Oh! It amplifies also his evasion rate! So that explains why Bang miss... So I make how miss Bulldoze! Oh! Oh, wow! That is... I can feel the bond between you and your Pokemon. And you just made me understand those. A lot of mechanics. Huh? What? Nebby's evolving. Nebby evolved into Solgaleo. Oh. Oh god. And Nebby learned Sunsteel Strike. Wow, I lost. You really are something else, Conrad. But I'm not angry. I can see which areas I can improve in. That's a win in my book. Thanks for the challenge, Conrad. I hope I managed to. You're good in a challenge. You made me pee my pants. Just well. There you two are. Sorry I'm late. Sorry to not assist in my efforts across the desert. No worries, Conrad just arrived as well. It's quite hot, isn't it? But we're here now. Just sent to this library. You should have the information we're looking for. Let's quietly take shelter from this climate. Alright, I just need to go heal. If we can find the right information on the forward, we could interpret Team Soul's next move. Jeez, I thought we were done with setting. Well, it's for a good cause. Let's hit the books, Conrad. Alright. After I go do some adjustments. First the healing. Then, I need player services. Change the difficulty. Yes. I want to advance. Alright, battle. Back restrictions. Revival items. Info. It was off. Yes. I don't even know why it was off. Alright, benefits. No, that's fine. We can keep that the same. Yeah, I'm ready. Alright. Well, now Nebby can finally fight. The king has let his subjects fight on his behalf for far too long and is now ready to take the stage. He's a calm, wise, mighty beast. That we really should get rid of some of his moves because he only knows one attack, and we kind of gotta get rid of Splash. It's funny that Nebby still knows Splash, but it's also embarrassing that Nebby still knows Splash. Alright, let me check to see what moves we can teach him. Stealth Rocks, Return. I mean, Return's a good normal physical. We could teach Nebby that. Alright, so far... Huh? Wait, what? Huh? What the... Never won't come out! See, like, Star just came out. Hold on. That's weird. Hold on. Let's try that one more time. And... Oh, sweet baby biscuits! Oh, I can see why you didn't come out now, Buster. You're humongous! You're ginormous! No wonder! I can't fit in the Pokemon Center. I have to actually send him back into the ball. Hey, buddy. Wow, it's so amazing. No one cares. I am shocked no one is screaming, oh my god, that's the hero of the sun. That is the Sun King. It's been here for years, growing very slowly, but it represents our will to survive in the desert, as well as our hope for a flourishing future. Cool. It's not easy living here for the rest of our Pokemon. That's why we all help each other. That way we'll thrive together. Oh my god. No one cares. Okay, I get it. It would have been like a shh. Seriously? That means I no longer need this. You can have it. A utility umbrella? Isn't that just the same as a parasol? Okay, that's just to the next route. But hold on. I gotta go find the library. Where is the library? Something like I used some Calyx is where the prophet's at. Praise be the heart Aurelian man. Shut up, buddy. We're in business because why would change up? Oh, wise glasses. Design's outdated, but still effective. Give it a try. Shouldn't carry all this luggage yet. No, okay then. And our ghostly shadows will haunt us during this. Our ghostly shadows? But now I've officially now banned revival items. I thought they were banned throughout the whole journey. I legit thought I couldn't use them. I thought that during that one time when I needed to revive my Pokemon, I thought, oh, it didn't count wild encounters, so I'm technically safe. Hey, potentially I was so cocky to use them during that Keldeo battle. But no, I legit can't use them at all. I mean, it's, oh my gosh. I gave it a thought, and I was like, fuck it, let's gamble and see if it works, because we're gonna lose what we don't do anything. God. That's an embarrassment to this entire series. Well, I guess the only way to... The good news is I made it up by actually now removing your ability to revive. Alright, hey, at least we get the 6 going. I wonder if anybody took that deal, though. That'd be funny if someone took that deal. Deal that Zenithine gave out. Hello, this is Jensen's library. Please keep quiet on the premises. Oh, sure. History book about Solarian. Oh, the feudal era. Let's figure out the beginning. Alright. Time to read up on the lore. Alright. Regional year 1458, the Oakheart incident. A major war that started when Jet Van Junkart killed Milo Oakheart. on suspicion of treason. This caused... Wait, hold on. You guys can't read. Okay, just don't follow the cursor. Just this follow. This caused Junkard / Telegor to split from each other and multiple skirmishes between Junkard, Telegor, and Okar. All sides claim to be loyal to the monarchy. Okay, we're like way too early in it. So hold on. Is this like... Oh, okay. So these books all contain the history of Solaria. Alright, so... Okay, so we should read those first before we meet up with Diana and then Gil. So... Okay, so all these books. Okay, so before Solaria. Modern humans arrived to Solaria around 40,000 years ago. 3008 BCE. So wait, hold on. I just not thought about it. But was there a Jesus Christ in the world of Pokemon? Because BCE is before Christ era. It's like before Christ rose and then died for our sins. That's why you have like BCE and a non-D. It's like before Christ and after Christ. So does that mean that in the world of Pokemon, there was a Jesus Christ and he died for humanity's sins, and then he was resurrected and went to heaven? And if someone's gonna say, Conrad, that makes no sense. We literally had the god of Pokemon Arceus take someone from the future and send him back in the past. Are you gonna tell me that Arceus didn't decide to make a human child out to quite literally preach religion, and that human child was then crucified and sacrificed in the ye olden times? Then wait, who was the group of people who did it? Oh my god, are we I think we're thinking about I'm thinking about this way too much. We're about to hit areas we shouldn't hit. So while not many records of this time period have survived, there are signs that early cults of Solaria worshipped the rising sun. Okay. Now the Unification War. Under the tyranny of fear and chaos, the people were divided and disorganized. In an effort to obtain as much power as possible for themselves, conflicts between clans was a constant. More and more of the population took arms to defend themselves from the threats. From the lands of Atlantis, this unification hero appeared, and by harmonizing with the people's anger and turmoil, amassed a large military force and fought countless battles. The unification hero met a legendary Pokemon called Solgaleo, and formed a pact with it, granting him enough strength to thoroughly eliminate his enemies. So the unification hero was basically the Marth of Solaria. Marth, Crom, Ike, Edward, Roy, Ethereum. You know what I mean. The land has been unified under one banner, but the unification hero had no proper heir. Before he disappeared, he commanded his generals to swear loyalty to the unification hero's second in command, General Cornelius. The 14 noble houses were created by the highest-ranking generals of the unification army, and a glorious Solaria monarchy was established. Wait, so the unification hero had no child? No offspring? Then, hold on. Then wait a minute, hold on. Why did Nebby appear to the protagonist then? Reminder, Nebby appeared to us, the player. So why did Nebby come to us? I'm thinking that might be that might be a lie. I think we are... Okay, here's what my brain is thinking. This is where the Conrad brain is going. Follow the Conrad train right now. I know, the Conrad train is very rickety and crazy, but just follow me. I think the protagonist, our hero, is either the reincarnation of the son of the unification hero, or is his descendant. This is where my logic is going. Think about it. Solgaleo vibed with the unification hero and vibed with it, what he was trying to do. He vibed with it, he synergized with it, and he said, okay, you're my homie now, dap me up, we're not going to make this entire country great again. That we're gonna stop all the war and unify everybody under one banner, and it's gonna be your banner. And the unification hero was like, all right, dap me up, Sokoleo. Boom, soul dap. EX level, perfect, phenomenal. The clap was heard across the entire planet. Okay, just follow me here. Now you're gonna tell me that that the unification hero, an extremely popular guy, never had any ladies fawning for him. Never had any dudes fawning for him? Something ain't right there. I bet he did court with a lady in secret. And I bet this is what happened. He was probably worried about the future of his own lineage and descendants. He was afraid of the turmoils that would come across that, or maybe the fact that maybe one of his own descendants might turn evil. So what did he do? He kept them hidden. He made them not know about their origins or their birth, allowing his bloodline to continue. Now, here's the thing. The protagonist's parents have been kaputs. But, think about it. Really think about it. Who else is it about it? Wouldn't it make perfect sense that his lineage survived somehow down to here, to the now? And now, as his one of the last remaining descendants, am now going on a quest to save Solaria from a new evil. I mean, I'm just thinking, it makes perfect sense. But now we go to the classical era, the history of Solaria. Alright, now we're going to the Kingdom of Solarian. In the first year of the Solarian calendar, the glorious Solarian monarchy was established. Helentis was chosen as its capital and the central seat of power for the Solarian royal family. There are 14 noble houses were created by the highest ranking generals of the Unification Army to maintain loyalty to the crown. These are the houses of Aster, Baitia, Jadvink, Dinix, Falnor, Alor, Fishland, Aldous, Junkar, Malum, Mirfield, Ilpalalian, Puman, Tolgor, and Zibani. Alright? The inaugural king, Indolf Cornelius, expanded the nobility, styling the Solarian judicial system, and remained on the front lines to maintain peace across the land. Also, I gotta admit, I really like the fact that they actually did decide they added in this lore to the whole region's history and story, or for those who wanted to read it. I actually had to respect them for this. Alright, now so we were in, year 1, now we're in year 107. The seeds of corruption. Years of prosperity came to the end, and with the sudden passing Queen Alicia, successor King Ernest failed to live up to the people's expectations, and the seeds of corruption bloomed within the noble houses. See, this is what I meant. The descendants of the unification hero were going to deal with this type of stuff, because people were going to start thinking, no, that guy, he ain't him, oh man, it's such sad, yeah, this is what I meant. Trust me, you see this all throughout history. Look at the French Revolution, for example. King Louis. Let me say this. Dude was indecisive and didn't know what to do. And it caused a lot of problems. And then when Marie Antoinette said, let them in king, it was like the equivalent of a rich person telling you to just buy new clothes without understanding that you're broke and you can't buy new clothes. Or you can't afford to, or to buy bread, let alone cake. It's like the biggest insult possible. Which just caused all the peasantry to just reach that snap moment. Rather, you could just say they reached a crash out state. But regardless, within the noble houses to gain more power and wealth for themselves. Year 246, the War of Lilies. Wait, isn't that the War of Roses? Alright. Following multiple assassinations of Solarian royalty, what the? An investigation was set into motion and House Eidos was found guilty. While House Eidos attempted to resist, it was ultimately dismantled. A year later, the land formerly governed by House Eidos was struck with an almighty meteorite, which caused mass casualties. Wow. this region remained derelict until eventually delegated to Jacinthia. Wow. I guess you could say that was an act of God. Or Arceus, if you want to go Pokemon vernacular. Tualdal Teligor. Oh, the Junker Civil War. Tualdal Teligor, an ordinary working-class citizen, discovered a valuable mine within Junkar territory. He used his new high income and influence to establish House Teligor within Junkar territory. House Junkar attempted to stop him, but Tualdal's new power, however, was too much in the new territory. The Teligor gained independence. This is where the tribal conflict started. All because a working class man went from rags to riches. Truly the story of a capitalist. Respect. Alright, so now we skip 3 years into the War of Feeding. With an increase in the military budget by King Augustus, since the common folk began to starve. Wait, new military budget increase. Eventually rose against the crown. Obviously that would happen. The king would retaliate, but quickly lost his allies to the resistance and would eventually meet his end through a poisoned supper in the regnal year 342. Yeah, of course. I mean, the people were quite literally starving. Just lower the cost in your military budget, and then just focus on feeding your people. Boom. Now you don't get much hate, obviously. It was during this time that House Bastior origins his Boquet, Hug, and eventually Zimbani and Vesperia, formed a tablecloth alliance, encouraging trade of food and offering shelter between the citizens of these territories. Okay? Succeeding Augustus, King Edmund was tasked with earning the people's trust and rebuilding the ruined Solarian. The king had made contact with the region and, using his excellent diplomacy skills, secured trading relationships with the tropical region. Smart, he already is fixing shit. This was 356. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Now we're 104 years later. Now we're in the Pumon Civil War. House Pumon slowly began to lose power and influence, unable to pay their debts. Parts of their borderlands and were giving to the growing House Shikisal. A civil war erupted within Pumon territory, with the common folk seeing House Pumon as weak and cowardice. I mean, yeah, I can kind of see why. 40 years of fighting only left Pumon in a worse state than before. And now we're now in year 5. Oh wait, this is like 40 years. Actually, no, it would be 52 years. Yeah, 52. Now we're at the borderlines. With the increasing power of small noble houses in the north, it was decided between them that it would be most economically beneficial to create an alliance. Thus, House Schicksal, House Einsbund, and House Mundwander, Wanderer, and House Aribrava, and House Mare. Whoa, what is with these names? I have to bet they're all references to something and I just do not know. How Maris Boyle-Bachter formed a border alliance to ensure economic growth, free trade, and protection from northern Lunarian forces and other threats. From the east, the Lunarian region invaded Solaria. Oh shoot, that's what happened. They attempted to break into Solarian territory via Fishland in the south. House Fishland and Jagvik fought to defend the border, managing to drive out the Lunarian invasion back at the cost of losing Fishland completely to Lunaria. Oh wow. Solaria had proposed under King Cedric for many years thanks to his business and diplomacy skills to ensure trade between the neighboring regions. However, a plague had been brought onto Solaria via rats. Oh, the bubonic plague. Yeah, 524. A plague. Rats traveling on trading ships. Yep, this is the bubonic plague. Or the Great Death. An estimated 40% of Solaria had been killed off to the ghostly plague, littering the towns with ghostly husk. Under King Adrian and in House Astor, where Solarian would slowly recover from the ghostly plague via the strict quarantine measures for the citizens and trade ships, and economic restructuring via higher work wages. Technology advanced at an accelerated pace during this time period. And now, lastly, the War of Nightshade. The ruling and well-behaved blood monarchy, Queen Serena, has been assassinated. The entire region of Solaria was struck with grief, and great efforts were made to find her killer. Eventually, it was found that House Dienix was behind the assassination, and their entire bloodline was destroyed in retaliation. Dienix territory was sorted into Malum, the greatest asset in the War of Nightshade. Ooh. Alright, so now we go into History Solaria Part 2. And we're gonna read this part next episode because we only have like the feudal era and then the modern era. So I'm gonna read that next episode, and then we're gonna meet up with Diana and kill. I hope you guys don't mind. Don't worry, I will just I'll just upload these two episodes together at the same time, so that way you guys can just have a quick and easy jump through. Without further ado, you guys want to drop it out? This is your lovely host, Papa C, signing off. The next guys, you know drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Ciao.